Welcome back. Finally, another video. Today, guys, we have the Gulf War of 1991, the first one, technically nicknamed Operation Desert Storm. It's gonna be awesome. We've got a huge surprise here, as you can see. A large amount of armor here is laid out, and they're going to be skirmishing, basically. Um, so, for those who don't know, in 1991, Iraq decided, hey, we want oil and we need money. Let's invade Kuwait. And so Saddam Hussein crossed the border and invaded Kuwait, and Kuwait was pretty much taken over within a day. And actually, it wasn't even a day; it was like 8 hours that they took him over. And so basically, the UN decided that they were going to deploy a mass coalition of troops, kind of like Korea. This is not a United States Army conflict, except for the fact that we have all of our technology and every one of our soldiers are here. Like, almost all of our soldiers that fought in this war were Americans, not British or French or anything else. Although, however, there was a much stronger presence of allies here, because it wasn't just the US, it was the US, it was Britain. US and Britain were the main leaders, and then there were a bunch of surrounding Arab nations, Saudi Arabia, Israel even got in on it a little bit. Um, so yeah, here we are defending Afghanistan and probably going to be pushing back the invaders into Kuwait. Actually, after the U.S. had successfully defended the border of Afghanistan, um, as the Iraqs were retreating, they would burn oil and they would just destroy tankers and anything that was oil based instead of trying to take as much for them as else they can. They're just like, screw it, if we can't have it, nobody can. And it took a long time to extinguish those flames. I mean, Kuwait was just like a platform, and underneath it was all the oil you could have, and so much of that just burnt and was completely useless. And that's kind of why we had the War on Terror. Thank you, George W. Bush. Okay, you're angry. I get it. Um, all right. Actually, this is H.W. Bush, who would be in office right now. And then George W. Bush kind of just continued his father's legacy of invading the Middle East for their oil. Uh, so yeah, so here we have, I'm just going to go kind of down the line. It's a mirror, so what's on this flank will be the same as on this flank. So you don't need to worry too much about that. It's the same thing on the other side, kind of, as in the mirror setup. So over
Very
here,
suspicious.
yes, it's very suspicious indeed. So over here we have our LAV-25s. Basically, it's just a 25 millimeter gun attached to an LAV. Pretty self-explanatory. Right here we have the infamous Humvees. They're kind of infamous, at least for their time they were, and now they're kind of obsolete thanks to the M1A2 tank. Yeah, this main battle tank, the statistically the best tank in the world as of right now. The Russian T-90A kind of comes close, but it's not quite what the M1 is. And then back here we have our tactical missile launcher MGMs, which is a 144 millimeter rocket that can travel pretty far. Um, Not as powerful though as the Scud missile. Now, during this time of invasion, the Scud was kind of like a terrible weapon because it was theorized that it could launch a chemical weapon. So, but however, there was no chemical weapon because the U.S. said, hey, if there's any chemical weapon that's used in this war, we're just going to nuke your country. That's pretty much what we said. And, under that threat, um, Iraq made the smart move not to use chemical weapons and saved a bunch of lives. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to say this is some random skirmish out in the middle of nowhere. Really, it's supposed to... Oh, camera clipping again. Okay, so we're going to say this is just kind of some random skirmish here. Alright, so let's grab the Scud missile here. And I really want to give you guys this top-down view. It's nice launch here. And it may... Oh, it's going to land perfect. Oh my gosh, it's going to land perfect. Oh no. Oh no, and there goes the shrapnel everywhere. Look at that! Wow! Oh my god! Oh man, all the LAVs and Humvees are gone. Holy crap! And there comes another piece of shrapnel just coming off that. All right, let's launch the second Scud missile. Here we go! It's away! It's gonna land. Oh, let's follow it in. Oh! Tank's just igniting. Holy crap. Yeah, you don't want to piss off the Americans. Comes the next one. It's away. Alright. Made the US angry. Let's launch our own missile. Oh, it kind of misfired there. To the side. Oh. I mean, look at that. Look at how much damage that Scud missile does. Holy crap. Alright, let's launch our own 150 millimeter, 140 millimeter actually. And I missed the explosion right there, but luckily we get 2 shots out of this thing. Let's launch the second one. It's not as powerful as the Scud, but much, much more accurate. Holy crap, nobody's gonna survive that. Oh, oops, sorry. Now we got our infantry here moving across. Should we launch another one? I don't know. That just looks so cool right there. That just... Let's inspect some of the damage here. Let's just see... There's all the infantry that's dead. Here's a few LAVs that kind of got away from it. Most of their tires are just gone. Some of them are just completely decimated before the crater landed. The tanks are now moving in. They've destroyed the Scud launching sites. And I think that's pretty much going to be... Yeah, the Gulf War is pretty much a one-sided attack. So there you have it. This one. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's kind of just a quick, short video. Yeah, I'm planning on doing more of these actually in the future when I get more time to build the map better. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have, stick around for more. I'll try to get back to including track and builds. Just been quite a bargain of time. Plus, I've just had so much other work going on and what is going on here. This is just like a... I'm not even gonna say what I was about to say. Like this guy just like gives no crap, just gonna drive through everything. Alright, well anyways, I'm out relaying. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. And let's try not to use nuclear warheads, please.